What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make a drill beat from scratch. It's going to be easy peasy. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly my steps of making a drill beat. I've been listening to Fivio Foreign's new song, so got me thinking about those drill beats. Might as well just make one, and I'm going to show you guys the entire process of making one from scratch. The melody, the bass, the kick drum, everything, and the hi-hat patterns. It's gonna be very groovy. Let's get right into it. The first thing I'm gonna do is probably just use a piano, a very simple piano, just to get something in. So let's put in the contact and let's draw a melody. So the BPM for a drill beat is around 70 BPM. I like to put it around 71 just to make it a bit faster, but it should essentially work. Let's write it in D sharp minor. So just to make it sound more natural, I'm gonna put these chords like a bit delayed from each other to get those like keys in, and you can hear them very well individually. So yeah, this should be okay. It's kind of like a stupid melody, but it's gonna be drill. You'll see how we'll make it crazy, cool, and all that. So I'm gonna add a delay, add some effects in. So now let's do the hi-hats. The hi-hats are always the big question in drill. It's always like, how do you do these hi-hats? Why does it have a weird rhythm? Well, today we're gonna figure out how to do that. So let's grab a hi-hat, dump it in here. It doesn't use the typical hi-hat pattern, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2. So like, you see how these hi-hats, this is a normal hi-hat pattern, right? Or if I just double it. So that's how normal trap would sound. If I actually space them out just a little bit and create a syncopated rhythm, I'm going to do 3 of them. So it's going to sound a bit like this. To get the basic drill pattern, you just copy paste them. Your 3 notes, these are 3 syncopated notes before the first snare, and just copy paste all over. We're going to make rolls a bit later, but this is the first syncopated hi-hat pattern that you're going to have in drill, the basic one. So that's what makes your head move kind of like, ooh, what's going on, you know? Anyways, we're gonna work on some rolls. So basically, to get the roll effect in drill beats, you really want to basically fill up some of these blanks that you see here and lower the velocity for them. So you always get the highest velocity hi-hats on rhythm for the syncopated drill pattern, but every other roll is going to have a very low velocity. So let me just copy paste a bunch of random rolls here and there to get that drill vibe going. So there you go. Drill beats, they try to pan the hi-hats. So let's put some auto pan here and then just pan it to a 16th note. Let's try 8th. So now the hi-hats are panning left and right in my ears, and your ears too. That's what you want in a drill beat. You kind of want to create a mess, but a logical mess, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I want to kind of change the sound of the drill beat to not, the sound of the hi-hats to not kind of be like a trap sound. I kind of want that, you know, that drill hi-hat. Let's grab like a kind of like a boom bappy snare, like not a trap snare, but something that's more like real, and it's gonna sound cool with the beat that we have now. So I found a cool snare that I could use in this. I pitched it up so it sounds like just sharper and cleaner, and we're gonna put it in the normal drill pattern. So sometimes you can start on the 2 for the snare, or you can start on the half of the 2. You're gonna have at least one snare that's gonna be on the 2 or 4, like the normal, like normally you would have a snare on the 2 or in the 4. But one of them is always gonna be halftime of the 2 and the 4. And this one, I'm just gonna pick the second snare to be not on the 4, but 4.5. So I decided that I would want to find a better snare sample. So now I gotta find a kick, and we're gonna put it in the normal drill kick pattern, which is always different. This drill thing is so different from the typical hip-hop beat. So usually you're gonna wanna have a kick here, and same goes for the bass. A kick on the 3.5, 4, and 4.5. So the bass is going to be very similar to the kicks pattern, but we want like the glides. So we're going to add in like extra notes to just go up and down to get that. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. So I have a bass that I created myself, a preset that I made myself, called it Ultimate Tiny Glide Bass, because I've been asked so much to make drill beats in the past that I just ended up making a bass myself that I would use for drill. So let me just fix it a little bit because every song is different, but we're going to have that glide going in and going crazy. So let's just copy the kick pattern down to the bass, and we're writing the song in D sharp minor, remember? So we need to go down to D sharp. Every bass hit is going to be extended until the snare for the first ones, and then we see what happens after. So far it's sounding okay. You know, it's very simple. But we want that glide, right? So let us get to that glide. So I'm going to be adding more bass notes. I want to move this back, move this one forward. There you go. So that's the first glide. Look at that. Like, it sounds really cool. UK drill, baby. Woo! So obviously, if I wanted to continue and make more of these, more like a bigger loop or whatever, I would probably just make it bigger here and then move around these bass notes, because we have to think of it like it's its own instrument. I know usually bass just follows the kick pattern, but it's like in drill, it's kind of its own like melody, right? So now I'm just gonna move some bass notes around that are not similar to the original. So I kind of made two different patterns, and I'll just copy paste those. So there you go. We have a beat. We have a drill beat, and it's super easy to make. Like, it's really just simple. Syncopated, and then we have the bass gliding up and down on basically the 3.5, 4, and 4.5, and it's just drill. There you go. Now, if I wanted to do some more interesting things with the bass, I would probably add some like drive on it, make it sound even more distorted. So I hope you guys learned something. I made a quick beat in like, how long? Made a quick beat in like 30 minutes while I was talking, making mistakes, did a bunch of things. Yo, really simple, making a drill beat. I think I did it over and over, so that's what it really got me good at it. People were asking me to do it, but really, you just gotta get those hi-hat patterns down, and it's so easy after that. Kick on the first beat, same as the bass, and then 3.5, 4, 4.5, and then you experiment after that. You go nuts, and there you go, drill. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, if you learned something. Comment what your favorite drill song is, UK drill or New York drill. If you want me to mix and master your music, the link is down below. If you want to listen to my music on Spotify, the link is also down below. My name is Tiny, and I'm signing out.
Back once again just to tell you I don't give a fuck. And I'ma stop it with this industry. When I say it's getting hot, I'm not talking about the weather. Bitch, I'm talking about